So today's a little bit different and a bit of a celebration because not that long ago, right here in St Ives Bay, there was a plan that didn't exactly go down well with the locals, and for good reason. A Canadian company wanted to trial dumping chemicals in the sea. Yes, really, just off this coastline. The idea was to help tackle climate change by changing the chemistry of the ocean so it could absorb more carbon dioxide. Now, on paper that might sound clever, but to the people who actually live, work, surf, swim and film here, it raised a few eyebrows and then quite a lot of concern. In fact, it sparked 2 years of protests, public meetings and even a mass swim out in the bay, with people making it very clear they weren't happy about it. And now, well, this is a good bit, the company behind it has officially pulled the plug. They've described the whole thing as commercially unviable, which, depending on how you read it, either means it didn't make financial sense or Cornwall simply wasn't having it. Local MP Andrew George confirmed the news, saying there remained uncertainty regarding the potential impact of pumping these chemicals on marine wildlife. This doesn't mean the proposed technology should never be trialled, but it seemed clear that there needed to be more research.
That was very lovely. Thank you so much for that. Now I would like to welcome our very own Ollie to the mic.
As you've heard, the dive surveys came out of our experiences with planetary technologies. Sue decided we should properly map and understand the bay in order to protect and restore it. Knowledge is power. St Ives Bay still has a mosaic of habitats, which creates the rich life we see in the bay today. At the Gwithian island end, we find a rocky reef substrata, so lots of rocks and chasms and reef plates. On these are dense and rich kelp forests, which are super important. As we go further west towards St Ives Bay, the habitat changes dramatically to a more transient, soft sandy sediment. Unusually, we still find algae growing up through the silt and the sand in these areas, which shows a high complexity of biodiversity. I'll end now by saying a huge thank you to Dr. Ian Hendy and the Dive Survey team for their commitment and passion.
Thank you. It's so lovely to hear about what's under the ocean in our bay. Katie from your shore is now going to talk to us about the positive things we can all do.
We have 22 marine conservation groups here in Cornwall. They come all the way from Poleseth all the way round to Rame, and you even have one here in St Ives Bay. Shout out to St Ives Bay Marine Group! And they're doing amazing things. They're collecting vital data with system science. They're engaging your communities through educational events. In fact, we were just doing a rock pool up at Gwithian today. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. Now we're going to hear from another person who isn't here, David Santillo, who is the head researcher at the Greenpeace. No, he's the head scientist, at the Greenpeace Research Laboratory. But anyway, here's Neil with David Santillo's words.
So today I'm David. Your success collectively really does have the power to change things well beyond St Ives Bay. and to some extent has already done so. The Keep Our Seas Chemical Free campaign is now frequently referred to as an example of how a local community can quickly organise, focus on what matters. Your story is now known to other groups facing similar challenges in other parts of the world. You can certainly be proud of what you have achieved for St Ives Bay, but you can also be confident that your efforts will continue to have far wider implications for companies the world over who are seeking to turn other people's home environments into their commercial laboratories. Those companies now know that their simplistic arguments will be called out, and that they can't win people over with inadequate science, and that above all, they underestimate the power of strong local communities at their peril. With thanks and best wishes, Dave.
Big hand to everybody who's had anything to do with this campaign, please. Sonara, the bands, everybody, absolutely wonderful. And we also stopped that bar person over there building a hotel, which might have a reference in this song, and there might be a reference to Southwest Water as well. Well, the paved paradise full of a parking lot and a pink hotel, a booty and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to know you don't know what you got till it's gone. The paved paradise full of a parking lot. Well, hey, Mr. Farmer, throw away your DDT. You're putting spots on my apples, you're killing the birds and the bees. Don't it always seem to know you don't know what you got till it's gone. The paved paradise full of a shite hotel. Well, they churn all the trees, put them in a tree museum, and they charge the people $1.50 just to see them. Everybody. Don't it always seem to know you don't know what you got till it's gone. The paved paradise full of a parking lot. Well, Southwest Water, your rates are premium. You're putting shit in the sea, but not magnesium. Don't it always seem to know you don't know what you got till it's gone. The paved paradise full of a parking lot. Everybody. Don't it always seem to know you don't know what you got till it's gone. The paved paradise full of a parking lot. Well, the paved paradise full of a parking lot. Last time. The paved paradise full of a parking lot. Have a nice swim. Oh, tick your toes. Thank you, Sonara.
Bring our flags and then parade up to the beach, making an awful lot of noise. And then we're going to have our moment of dipping our toes in the water at the other end.
And whether you came down here to protest, to swim, to film, or just enjoy this incredible coastline, it's one of those rare moments where people power has actually made a difference. And today, we're right here in St Ives Bay to take it all in. Jacob. What's happening, Jacob? What's all the banging about, eh? What's all that banging? You don't know, do you? They're silly, aren't they? Silly people. I know. Go for a run.
Okay, you know we have to do this. Are you ready for your job? Okay, here we go. Order, order, order! 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 Okay, guys, the water's pretty warm, I've got to say. So if everyone wants to have a gather here on it, that would be cool.
It's given us the strength to come together. And now it's a chance for us to come together and have gratitude. Right? Gratitude for bringing us together.